let's try this again. This will be the third time is the charm, right? So I am working on a skirt currently for myself. I haven't really made very much for myself. I made an ear warmer, but that's because it is cold out and I needed an ear warmer because I don't always care for hats. But yeah, so I'm working on this kind of charcoal gray skirt because it can go with a lot of different colors. And it is working up pretty well. It is just a shell stitch V-stitch, and I want it to be kind of flowy. So I have increased as much as I'm going to, and it is now 6 double crochets, chain 1, 6 double crochets, shell. What else? The last week and a half, 2 weeks have been pretty crazy. My daughter's in wrestling, and the last 2 weeks she has gotten first at her wrestling meets for her weight class. She's in junior high, so we're really excited about that. It's her first year wrestling, so she's doing really good. What else? The weather got really cold, like negative 10 degrees cold for a little bit there. But today was 54 degrees, so how's that for a change? And then that flu, or whatever it is that's going around, has been kind of kicking everybody's butt. So last Thursday night, my youngest, who just turned 13, had said that he wasn't feeling good and tried to go to school because he wasn't running a fever or anything, no coughing, just kind of general which considering the weather, we just figured it was cabin fever a little bit. He threw up on the bus, and I don't usually work Fridays, but I had still kind of woken up early. So I was having my coffee, or getting my coffee situated, and was about to have my first sip, and the school called, and it was like 8:12, and the kids get out to school at like 8 in the morning. So they called, and I answered, and I didn't even say hello. I just said, they have been there for 4 minutes. And the secretary goes, I know, and I'm really sorry, but Dorian threw up 4 times on the bus. And I'm like, I'm on my way. To be clear, I'm not upset that he was throwing up or that I got a phone call or anything. It was just how early it was. I was so surprised. He said, though, that he thought he was just kind of hungry, and that's why he was feeling a little bit nauseous. He thought maybe some food would settle him down. He didn't even get a chance to get to the food part, so that did not work. He threw up a couple more times at home, too. So that would have been Friday. He was still really sick, and that's when he started running a fever, was on Saturday. And Saturday, my husband started feeling a little under the weather, and by Monday, he stayed home from work because he too was throwing up and not feeling the greatest. So that was awesome sauce. My daughter won the wrestling meet on Monday for her weight class, and then she started not feeling so good that night. And today she left school early because she wasn't feeling good. And that was like at 9 o'clock this morning because I had just gotten back from break. So that was wonderful. So far, I have not gotten sick, and knock on wood, and neither has my oldest. So 3 of the 5 of us have been smoked by that stuff. And what else do we have going on? I've got a girls' day planned for my sister-in-law, and I'm trying to build a better relationship with her. We don't have a bad relationship. It's not like that. I don't attach very easily, and I didn't socialize the best. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to build a relationship, I guess is the best way to phrase that. But we're going to do a girls' day with my daughter and her, and we're going to go get our nails done with a friend of mine. I invited her out because she is pregnant and she doesn't get to go out very much. And then that's going to be for the day after Valentine's Day. My husband is very upset right now because the new Civ 7 came out, but it won't let him play it, even though we have paid for it. He is not happy about that. I did post a planner video the other day. Should probably check on that actually. And I'll be posting another planner video probably tomorrow night or Saturday maybe. But I wanted to get a crochet video put up because this is mostly crafts with the goblin, because I have the attention span of a goblin most of the time. Our glasses should be in. That's pretty exciting. I haven't been to an eye doctor since like 2019, so it was very long overdue. But see, it's looking skirt shaped. I do plan on, it looks a little puffy right now. I think that will go away. I want to block it, kind of lay it out, get it blocked, and I think that'll take care of it. And the goal is it's going to go all the way down to my ankles because I like my skirts to be longer. So I've still got several feet to go. I did get a new set of knitting needles in, and I'm kind of excited to try them. And there's a coworker, she is trying to learn how to knit, so I'm going to give her a cheap pair of knitting needles that I had gotten initially. So I'm going to give her these tomorrow, so that way she can try it, because right now she's using like the really long ones, and I tried telling her that those are not good ones to start on because they're so awkward and ungainly and just not very good. I can count, can't I? Not really. I think anyone who ever learns to crochet or knit quickly discovers that they are not as confident with numbers as what they initially thought that they were. I lose count all the time. Well, I will probably be fast forwarding through this or stitch it in, and at the end I will show you my knitting needles, my new ones that came in. I got them for free, so that's exciting. So yeah, a little brief update, and there'll be some knitting stuff, crochet stuff, not knitting stuff, crochet stuff as I make progress. Okay, so I finished a full round. I would show you, but it's not like it's going to make much difference, but it is now like another ½ inch longer. So I'm not in frame at all. Hold on. My Spanish notebook might help. You're on a box. On a box leaning up against another box. Anyway, so skirt progress being made. It is probably mini skirt length now. Not that I myself am going to be wearing a mini skirt, but nonetheless, it is. Some of the other projects that I've got working on, I've got a list. So I've got the skirt, and my daughter and I are doing an ongoing sewing project where did you go, George? There you go. We're taking a hoodie and we're sewing with a different type of fabric. We're sewing like hearts on it. Because her and I, it's a teenage girl, and I don't know if this is a normal thing that goes through, that all mothers and daughters go through when they hit the teenage years. But my husband suggested we do like girls' days and special like mom-daughter projects, and she found this one on TikTok, and she was like, I would really like one of these. So she picked out a gray sweater, I picked out a red sweater, and then we picked out a fabric. She picked out a red toned fabric. It's actually like plaid with stars on it, but it's mostly red. And I picked out a gray fabric with arrows on it, so we still kind of like influence each other's. So that's one of the projects that we're working on. I've got one heart sewed on it, and I think I'm sewed. That's so not a word. Sewn onto it, and I will be probably wearing it to work tomorrow, and then sewing another heart or so diagonally across the next couple of days, and then I'll be able to cross that one off. I'm working on a hanging plant. I'm calling it a stash pot because I'm actually stuffing the crocheted pot part. I want to be able to like lift the fern type stuff out, so that way you can stash like money or chapstick or whatever in it. And then I've got some chicken hot pads that I'm working on, and then I need to finish adding the I've got a mesh shirt that I wanted to make longer, and I still have some of the yarn for it, so I'm working on that. And I'm sure I also want to make stash pots with like the hanging plants for like all of the nieces and nephews and my siblings for Christmas present. So with different colors, I'm thinking I kind of want to do like fantasy ferns for the nieces and nephews. It's like blues and greens and purples and like pinks and silvers and stuff. So project list. So that is what I am working on there for some of the current things. And for the knitting kit, I got it for free on Temu. I do like the fact that it's a metal zipper. They are cherry blossoms, and they're metal. They are super cute. I haven't even broke into them yet, so I will probably start another project here in a second with that, and the train is going to sing the song of its people. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop it for here. Like I said, I fast forwarded through most of the row on that. It takes me about 10 minutes for a row, and each row adds about half an inch of length, so I'm going to be here for a while. But yeah, so that's about it. I hope everyone has a very goblin day, and we're gonna go do something with our lives. Keep watching YouTube videos. Bye.